Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dry Spellion. Is that the? I said
Yes.
that right?
Yep.
Today, though, it's gonna be a story of one of the hosts making.
Oh yeah.
The first one up on the chopping block is me. Yes, me,
Yay.
Jackson. Yes, the self-proclaimed devil who's imprisoned here with the rest of you.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yes. And so, this is a story I wrote back in 2018.
Oh wow.
Back in my heyday.
This is...
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, this is a while ago. This predates me getting into D&D and getting obsessed with that. Therefore, very down along the way that decision beating Dry and Chris here because of that.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Would you prefer like kind of an explanation before or after the story, Dry? It's up to you.
Let's go after going fully blind. Unless you think it's
Good.
crucially important for us to know something before we.
No. I think it'll make sense. Also, I have not read it since 2019.
Oh boy, it could
I
be
think-
anything.
I think I remembered editing it and proofreading it. If there's still
Is it
typos left,
appropriate?
yes, I did not write any sex scenes or anything like that. No sex scenes in this.
Okay, just had to ask because the age.
Yes.
Knowing
Yes.
you, there's probably some sus scenes.
Hey, it can't be worse than reading the fucking McDonald's or what? No, Pizza Hut
Oh
with
yeah.
them
No.
squirting fucking stuff everywhere
No.
and then eating it.
No. Don't remind
Okay,
me.
to be
Or you know,
fair,
the farts.
okay, no, to be fair, that was everyone else. Vanillix is literally just shaved ice. It's it's not that weird in reality.
It's
I don't
very
know,
Okay,
man.
explain to me the
Reading
obsession
your
with
friend's
farts.
bodily fluids, eating your friend's body fluids is fucking weird. Even those body fluids are ice cream.
Okay, counterpoint, some Pokemon are just straight up food. Any
I know.
Pokédex entries say that they are accidentally eaten sometimes.
Yeah.
That's still fucked up.
It's okay.
Does that
Well, they
mean that
cook
bigger
Magikarp.
Pokemon eat the smaller Pokemon and that's how they
Yes,
survive in the
because
wild?
there's-
There could
Yes,
be carnivorous
because
Pokemon
there's still-
probably.
Oh, there are definitely carnivorous Pokemon. Like, come on, some Pokemon have sharp teeth, which means they hunt or they eat meat. Some Pokemon, like, I don't know why it's such a fucking taboo thing to think that.
Who do you think would win,
Pokemon-
Kangaskhan or Chansey?
Chancy.
Probably Chansey, yeah.
Wait, Kangaskhan?
Yeah, Kangaskhan. The you know the kangaroo looking thing.
The one
That's-
that
You're
The
saying
one that
that
it was-
name wrong.
is killed creates a Cubone.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
create Cubones.
How do you say its name
Yeah.
then if it's not Kangaskhan?
Or I might be saying. I think I might be thinking of the.
What do you
one
think it
guy.
There's a
is?
male and a female version of them. Wait,
No,
no.
there's-
no, they're only
Kangaskhan
female.
Isn't.
No,
Nidoran
you're
and Nido King are what you're thinking of.
No, Nidoqueen and Nidoking.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
It
thinking of
Nidorans.
a real
Kangaskhan
life-
is the weird. It kind of looks like Jackson's fucking. What are they called? What are the Godzilla things?
Kaijus?
Kaijus. Yes, Kangaskhan looks like a kaiju with a baby.
And like a kangaroo type pouch on his belly.
Yeah, it's a marsupial.
Yep, where baby chills.
Yeah. And if the Genghis-Khan is killed, its baby becomes Cubone.
Well, that's never been confirmed, but yeah, sure.
I mean, its beta name, the Cubone beta name, when the game was being tested, was literally Orphan.
Oh,
That's it. Well, it's also because
depressing.
it is.
There's also a cut evolution where to Marowak, the evolution of Cubone, where it gets a little blue baby Cubone.
Oh
You actually
wow.
know that?
Yeah.
So
all
why-
the-
Yeah,
Chansey
know what?
Yeah.
can beat up the Cubone. I mean, Kangaskhan.
Actually, I'm pretty sure
Because-
stat-wise, Kangaskhan is better.
No, but Chansey, man, you don't fuck with Chansey.
Okay, name me
What's
one
the
reason why
size
Chansey wins.
difference? Oh my god,
Metro,
can you
no.
imagine Chansey with razor sharp fangs like a carnivore?
Oh no.
You know how terrifying that would be?
Kangaskhan's height is 7'3",
Metronome,
And then-
man.
and dude, Metronome can either be really good or just ass.
Yeah. Anyway,
Chansey
Anyway,
with
let's
carnivore
actually get
teeth.
into
we're
the
being
story.
affected by ADHD.
Yeah.
Who wants to narrate? This is my story. I don't think it's appropriate if I narrate.
Why not?
Roll
You're the
dice.
best narrator.
Dummy.
Okay,
No, Tommy.
sure. I'll narrate the story.
Dry
Okay.
Tide.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
the
will.
narrator is the narrator is the main character too, so
All right, gotcha. So here we go.
Real life.
Reading this story. All right. As I traveled light years in a matter of seconds, seeing and experiencing nothing, I found myself reflecting a lot. Even with the power I now wield, I still have unanswered questions. How have these memories? I do not know, but I'm glad I do. I first remember an old man closing my chest after inserting a purple glowing rock into it. Interesting. My optics shine to light. Wait, man, let's do this like a transformer. Okay, casting a blue light on the man and his industrial machines. He was a withered old man, but his smile was big enough that I could see it in full detail from meters away. Or maybe he's more like Mega Man. That makes sense too. I think he's a regular-sized person.
Iron Man.
Anyway, my body tingled with the new senses, all foreign and strange to me, but I would soon adjust to them in time.
He just put a purple
Oh,
rock
this is
into
is
someone's
another guy.
chest.
Chris, you want to do this old man?
Sure. Hold on.
Give us your old man voice.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I got a lot of
voice.
background though. Alright. Okay, so I finally... Yeah?
Yeah, I
Yep,
finally.
I finally did it. I broke the laws of God. I created my own.
His laughter echoed throughout the factory. Then a smaller one of my kind crashed through the roof. The robot aimed its rifle at my creator, and a SWAT team came flying into the hole. Yo, they go on repelling. They quickly surrounded my creator.
What? What is this?
Here, Varsity, do the leader of the SWAT team.
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. Most intimidating one, right? You also broke our laws to do it.
The leader of the SWAT team replied, as if to finish my maker's declaration. He handcuffed him and began to drag him away.
Dr. Go
I think it's
Koyoshi.
Kyoshi.
Kayoshi.
You are
Koyoshi?
under arrest for theft, assault, use of illegal materials, and unauthorized weapon manufacturing.
He pointed in anger to me as he spoke the last of the crimes.
The other old man.
You fools! Wait. You fools are blind!
My creator shouted, his last words burning into my memory. Words I would never forget.
We need to... Wait. Right?
Yep, that's you.
Yeah, sorry. We need to use the Vita rays. We need to evolve ourselves and our weapons. Oh, I lost the voice, sorry.
It's okay. Another Varsity line.
Alzheimer's and insanity. Not a good mix.
Oh, yikes. The soldier in the
Ooh.
SWAT mech patted my chest. The mechanical hand looked utterly bland and simple compared to my magnificent... I can't speak. Magnificent silver breastplate.
Want me to take the core out?
The Vita stuff is already highly volatile. The
No,
Lord knows. Oh, sorry.
This is the SWAT
Oh,
commander.
SWAT commander. Sorry.
Go ahead, Varsity, read
Just-
again.
The Vita stuff is already highly viable, and Lord knows what he did with it.
Volatile.
Same difference.
Vo-
The SWAT commander yelled loud enough that their comms were unnecessary.
Get that thing ready for transport and for the state of the eastern seaboard. Don't drop it!
Then they left me alone for an hour before several of the mass-produced cannon fodder came into my home and carried me away, with each one holding a limb, with me being very heavy, even in my original form. It took them a while to transport me to Washington, D.C. I got to see a little of the world that day, but it was still great. I got to see the dying beauty of Earth. I wish I could have flown through the rain that day, but I did not have free will. Yet, I was taken to some research lab located in the base of Mountain Rushmore. A lake split open, revealing the entrance to my prison. But in the water, I saw my reflection for the first time. I was built to embody the word dynamic. Dr. Kiyoshi designed me to be tall and heroic. My stainless silver chest was wide and adorned with 3 purple stars. Large purple ribbed soldiers led to purple veined pyramid-shaped gauntlets. A simple waist led to purple ribbed thighs that ended with powerful and armored legs. Purple orbs tipped my knees and purple crescent blades tipped my feet. My head was not changed much over the years. I still have blue optics, a slotted visor for the mouth, and only 2 massive spiral horns that curved and faced forward like a bull's. I was designed and built by my world's first... Wait. I was designed and built to be my world's first superior robot. Sadly, they did not hesitate to take me away from the beauty. They locked me in the hangar and sat there for years until one day they could be said to be both fortunate and unfortunate. One day in the dark lab, I heard gunshots in the distance. The gunshots got louder, and a bunch of ragged humans ran into my prison and locked the only exit behind them. But one was wearing a damaged version of the SWAT uniforms.
I think Jackson likes the color purple.
Here's a teenager. This one, this teenager, if I remember correctly, this one's gonna be a major character with a lot of lines. Who wants to be this teenager?
I think Jackson should play the whiny teenager.
Yeah. He hasn't played anyone yet.
All right. We need to use it.
The teenager of the group shouted. He received a slap from one of the SWAT members.
He'll probably see you again.
It's because of your grandfather creating that damn thing.
He pointed a finger at me, like I was sentient enough to make mistakes. Dick.
That we are in this mess.
So let's use it to fix it.
The young man
dodged.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's me. The young man dodged a slap from the jerk.
Shut up, Kenji.
Before a fight could break out between the two, a rotting corpse of an oviraptor?
Yes.
Rammed its head through the metal door. Congealed blood fell from its empty eye sockets as it bit through the armor. I thought it was a... Oh, is it not a robot? It's like a real human, like a real creature.
Is it?
Keep reading, you'll see.
Flesh and bone of the closest SWAT officer. The shiny metal beak cutting through the man like butter. Oh, is the blood the dude? The blood's coming from the
Get in the robot, Kenji.
Get in the robot.
Get in the robot.
Don't need to tell me twice.
He ran towards me as the surviving SWAT members opened fire on the... Oh, it's a zombie dinosaur. That's...
A zombie dinosaur?
What? Oh.
Zombie robot dinosaur? Oh, damn.
I'm confused.
Yeah, interesting. As their bullets ripped away its rotting flesh, they bounced off its chromish skeleton. So I'm guessing it's like a cyborg, like a cyborg zombie
So it's a
thing.
cyborg skeleton with fleshy outside?
I think part of it is fleshy, some of it is not. It's like a, like
zombie
cyborg.
robot dinosaur.
Yeah. More oviraptors and assorted dinosaurs started ramming their way through the steel door. Kenji never looked back. He sprinted towards me and jumped. He landed on my chest and held on for dear life with an impressive set of I guess it's lunges.
It's supposed to be lungs, oh god.
Oh, with an impressive set of lungs.
Wow.
Her shouted at me. Well, I think she shouted at me, but yeah.
Probably.
Yes, he... Don't know how I missed that.
No, he shouted at me.
He.
Hurry up!
The gunshots increased in fervor.
Yes.
The gunshots increased in fervor as more metal beaks pierced the door.
What's fervor?
Thinking like velocity or the amount.
Intensity.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
As in, they're shooting more desperately and rapidly.
Oh, so like stormtroopers when they can't hit anything.
Yes.
Kinda.
Okay, who's next?
Oh, yep. This is Kenji again. Devil OV! Activate!
My Vita heart sparked to life. The purple parts of my body shined to life. That's interesting writing. For people.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, a spot between my horns split and revealed a comfy seat. And I'm just imagining like it's just his head opens up and there's just like a lazy boy, like inside his head, like just like a big cushy armchair in his head.
Yeah, probably.
With another mighty leap, Kenji landed on my face. Intriguing. Not the chair, it's his face.
Sexual.
Okay, anyway, when he sat on that seat and grabbed the controls, we felt something. Okay, that's a little intriguing.
Like I said.
No,
You
this is
could
basic Gundam shit, I think.
Yeah,
They
alright.
they connect nervous systems or something.
Yeah, he could feel himself pour into my nothingness. What is this? Craziness. And making me something more. I learned a lot about what I know from Kenji. I learned what the hell was going on. My creator, and Kenji's grandfather, had developed a way to drill all the way to the center of the Earth. That's kind of impossible. Where he somehow accidentally hit the Earth's core. Also kind of impossible. Something poured out of it. My lifeblood. So his lifeblood is a mix of nickel and iron. Very interesting. The Vita rays were discovered. It dwarfed fusion power, and a tiny amount was enough to power a city eternally. But the power had unattended side effects. The said eternally powered city was destroyed by mutated plant and animal life growing massive overnight. But hey, the lights were still on. Vita rays were banned from study and use, but my creator was a stubborn man. He mined and harvested more of it to create my heart. He created a spill of Vita rays that spread throughout the layers of the earth that's now... Oh, that's how zombie dinosaurs were invading and ruining everything. Interesting.
So, the zombie dinosaurs, they make me think of those candles that have the metal exoskeleton underneath the wax, so when you burn them, the skeletons start showing.
Like the ones with the cats? Like where it's like a cat? Those are cool.
Weirdly
It's
enough,
like that, but it's flesh decaying instead of wax.
Weirdly enough, kind of what I was going for.
Intriguing. They're actually on fire.
Help! I'm on fire!
Okay, okay.
Who's good at sound effects?
Graw.
There
Speaking of which, a giant skeletal triceratops that rammed its head into my prison from above, water crashing down on me and the humans. Kenji closed the cockpit and looked up at the demented beast. Interesting. What little skin it had looked like taut, not taunt.
Like tight.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a GHT for that. But anyway, straps, keeping it metallic skeleton together.
Oh yeah, so it is a candle.
Silver Stream!
Kenji shouted for the first time I moved. My head angled up, and from my mouth blasted a mini silver tornado. Intriguing. It hit and drilled a hole right through its eye socket. Really? Is it like wind, or is it a drill? I'm confused.
Yeah, is it like a drill, or is it like
is it air?
Like
it's a tornado that drills like air. It's air that drills like a... It spins into a tornado that drills into it.
So like a Pokemon move.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Its admittedly pretty skull started to turn brown, and soon its spine followed, and the thing fell into rusted pieces right in my tomb.
Darwin!
I sprouted a violent gate of pure energy, and took to the air.
Took to the air, yeah.
What?
I feel embarrassed. There's so many what the fuck was I on? 19-year-old me.
I don't know. 19-year-old you was a little bit interesting, I guess.
Oh wait, I remember now. I fucking went to caffeine shock trying to finish this in time for class.
Oh, I see. I escaped that hangar and into the bright blue sky of the free, beautiful world. Sure, it was the middle of the zombie dinosaur apocalypse, but it was a beautiful day despite that. That is a very funny sentence.
Yes, it is.
It's like such a random sentence out of context. Sure, it was the middle of the zombie dinosaur apocalypse, but it was a beautiful day despite that.
Clear skies, sun's out.
Dinosaurs everywhere, yeah.
My person's chilling in my lazy boy that's in my head.
Yeah. Kenji aimed my fist at another Zombertrops, an exact twin who was trashing the lab's parking lot.
Missile punch!
My forearm sharp from my elbow, propelled by revolving rockets into the mouth of the Zombertrops. It rammed straight through the neck, rendering the whole spine to dust. When my arm escaped out of its back, the beast collapsed into a pile of bone shards and dust. My gore-covered hand returned to me as I landed.
Tornado ray!
I looked up into the sky and my eyes glowed brightly. Twin blue beams blasted from them. We aimed right to the Quetzalcoatlus, a massive pterosaur with oh, it's the one with the really freaking huge head.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. The
knew
blue beams went right into the undead, technically not dinosaur's chest. The massive pterosaur began to burn from the inside out with purple flames, but despite the undead beast's flesh bubbling, it let out a roar of defiance and short right to me and Kenji, planning to use his burning body in a kamikaze attack. Intriguing.
What year did you say you wrote in this?
2018.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Alright, one of the purple stripes of my shoulder grew and sharpened. It shot out of my shoulder and expanded to a full purple crescent with a short handle. With a mighty roar from Kenji, we sliced the kamikaze pterosaur in half, having its remains landed perfectly into the charging Ovi Ompi army? Yes.
Nice.
It was mine and Kenji's first battle, and surely it was not our last. This was our long war, and I like to call this part of my life. This is just massive bloodbath, the entire story, isn't it?
No.
Intriguing. Part 1.
I love all power move words.
Yeah. Okay, I'm
That's
actually
kinda all
hold on a second, I'm
anime
gonna
is.
blow my nose really quick.
Part 1. Revenge of the Fossil King.
Revenge of the Fossil King.
Who's a fossil king?
Dinosaur King. Anyone else watch that when they're...
Yes,
I don't know what dinosaur king is.
Because you're old.
I'm not that much older than you, honestly.
What's the biggest age gap between us? 'Cause I know, like,
Jackson and I are 3 years apart.
No,
'cause I knew
you're 29.
me and
aren't you?
Jackson.
No, I'm 28. I turned 29 in April.
Wow.
Okay,
I'm
so
only
3
3
years.
years older than you, dude.
I'm
Sorry.
turning 21 in March.
Oh, nice, buddy.
Aw, you'll legally be allowed to drink.
I'm not going to.
I don't blame you. It's pointless.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway,
Go ahead, Dry.
Part 1, Revenge of the Fossil King. Very intense. No matter how dire the battle, Kenji never ran. He didn't run from anything, not from the composite raptor. Where did the composite raptor come from?
Zip raptor.
From your ass.
Okay.
Double scythe boring.
He combined 2 of my scythes together and threw them, well, like a boomerang. Spun around a giant beast made from hundreds of sewn together raptors. Oh. That's weird. It's like Super Duper Fly from the newer Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, but it's just raptors.
It makes me think of those creatures that had all the different limbs and just was a mess of limbs.
It's the way I was visioning it was more like a bunch of whole raptors sewn together and like bent and broken into the shape of one really big raptor.
Yeah.
Like all its teeth are just
What?
raptor mouths going na 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 na.
What drugs were these scientists on to create these things?
I know. Why are people making these things?
These aren't just abominations. These are, like, just shouldn't exist.
Okay, now Jackson, you call us war criminals. This story is fucking war criminals.
As wounds began to
Well,
open
these-
across its patchwork of chicken size. Wait, so they're the chicken sized velociraptors? That's even better.
Okay.
Oh my
And
god.
another thing.
It's like
Marcy,
literally thousands of these things.
That's
just
that's
wrapped and
actually
sewn
kind of
together.
hilarious though. Just these little itty
Also,
bitty
Marcy.
dudes.
Yeah, Marcy. Another thing. I talked to Jackson a couple times about Gundam. Gundam is just war crimes when it comes to the creation of these fucking mechs.
It kind of is.
The bands of
That's
metal
war
holding
criminals
it
in
together were
D&D.
destroyed.
Haven't done anything.
Sorry. But go ahead, Dry.
It fell upward into a mass of mentally linked, and I can't read the next line. Raptors.
Amen.
Silver hurricane.
A hole formed in my stomach and the silver tornado blasted from it. The raptors were disintegrated to dust as they tried to reform. Wait, they can reform?
They can reform.
What?
What
How
they
can
do,
they
mix
reform?
themselves back together.
They rusted
very
away
smart.
along with a quarter of the Rushmore National... Oh, so we're still in Mount Rushmore. Okay. He didn't run
And
from the
once
king
again,
of the
it's not
T-Rexes.
blood.
Where... Wait, what? Where we learned the T-Rex fossils had found they were only babies. Oh, so the idea is that it was a really big T-Rex instead of the... Okay, as shown, the day King T-Rex erupted from the ground, standing 3 times as tall as his children, who was as big as me. We jumped off the Prince Rex's red scaled back and jumped right onto the King Rex's snout, held onto the beast and Kenji onto my controls. We never let go despite it ramming us through hills and miles of forests, but I could feel Kenji's heart pounding. I could feel his blood boiling. Right as the King Rex stepped into the city limits, he made my hands grip the King Rex's snout hard enough that I crushed his scales. He made me pull my head back and slam it down, forcing my horns right into the King Rex's temples. He roared, but Kenji released an even louder one.
Susanoo Breaker!
The King Rex's skin boiled as its iron skeleton bubbled and started to melt. Wow, interesting. It's like freaking...
I want to know how this person knows so much about this and all the special moves for this thing.
Mental links.
Yeah, I think he's just yelling shit and it's working.
He's just yelling random stuff and the robot's like, I have no idea what that means, but I'll just do this random thing.
Cool, so I'm gonna scream it.
That'd be even more funny if it's like he isn't actually doing anything. He's just shouting random stuff and he thinks he's doing something to the robot, but the robot's just doing everything.
Definitely.
I lost my my part.
Iron skeleton bubbles.
That's right. From my horns, 121 million gigawatts course through its rotting body faster than its own blood. That's an absurd amount of voltage.
Like a frog in a microwave.
Like a frog in a
Really?
microwave. The mighty king exploded. What is the comparison? All right, with cat-like reflexes, Kenji spun me around. I'm second over the frog in the microwave on.
Right.
We grabbed it in time to smash her brother's head in with it right before he pounced on us. But my favorite was when we faced a literal sea of trilobites. Millions of them charged together toward the Rushmore lab. But Kenji did not fear them, and if had free will at the time, would have felt no fear either. As we felt the earth tremble with their charge, he made me slam my fists together. I'm sorry, I think you had something to say, Chris.
Man, even the trilobites are fucking evil.
They're all evil. Everything's evil. The 3 stars across my chest. Where did they mention stars on his chest? That's a new detail.
Like
He
near the beginning.
capitalized Rushmore this time.
With purple fire, they shine like the stars I see in the sky. I slam my feet into the ground, into the anchor beneath. Wait. Into ground to anchor them beneath the soil.
Oh god, this makes me want to go back in time and beat myself up.
It's your line, Jackson.
Inferno Vita!
He stretched out my arms with 3 stars, shine bright enough to blind anyone staring at me.
Sunshine!
Before the Trillo Sea could realize they were doomed. They were... Wow, okay. Just erased from existence. Nice. At least it was painless.
Bye-bye.
Anyway, along with the trees, the bushes, the soil, and the woodland animals. What? Not the poor woodland animals! All of it replaced with glassed earth. Man, just murdering innocent animals here. Okay.
You killed so many animals.
You were they were probably about to get eaten by the Trilo Sea.
Well, you know, still sad.
That's
Kenji
called
sat
the
back
circle
in
of
his
life.
seat in victory. He wept and sobbed out of joy from the display of power, yet not out of the sadness of murdering innocent things. Nah, from
Murdering
power.
bushes
He's
and
gonna
trees
become
and animals.
he's gonna become like Anakin Skywalker, and he's gonna be like Darth Vader from his power. Anyway, but then came the final battle. The Rushmore lab had collected all of the remains of our fights, but suddenly one day the remains began to reanimate as a voice called out to us.
Yikes.
Okay, this is the main villain. Who wants to voice this one?
I haven't voiced anyone in a while.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chris.
We will no longer sit idly by as you halt our rebirth from the sky.
No. From the sky
Chris.
came a
Yeah,
massive
later.
human skull crowned with spikes and eyes full of beautiful. This is the most random thing.
Yeah, we just got from mechs to dinosaur zombies to
To
here
mechs
comes the
fighting
big villain.
dinosaur zombies, to now giant human skull flying in sky. Yes, totally normal progression
With
of story. With spikes on it. And it's on fire.
Yep.
And it's gonna shoot lasers.
Another line, Chris.
We are the souls of those damned by Mother Earth, and we will take our place as her rulers.
It
Tommy.
lowered it to the ground, and the remains of its fallen comrades erupted from the lab. King Rex reformed from its sludge. The heads of the children flew and followed them. They were smashed together. King Rex's head folded into his chest. What the heck? This is a
I don't know. You look down
Megazord?
a bit too far.
Is
no,
this
you
just
look down a bit too far.
No, because it becomes a torso and thighs, so he's becoming a meat Megazord. What the heck? His
That's
children.
basically what I was going for.
What the heck? His children slammed into his sides, the stumps fusing to his flesh and becoming the shoulders of a new body. From ash and dust, the Ovi zombie army, along with the Pathwork Raptor, reformed. They fused a new body and became strong, powerful arms with fingers tipped with beaks and raptor maws. The twin Zombitrops smashed their way out of the lab, their metal skeletons bent and broke themselves into the feet of the body. Yeah, this is just Metal Megazord. Their heads becoming horn boots, literally exactly like the Power Rangers Megazord, because the Triceratops was the feet.
Chris, line.
Fuck, where are we?
If we.
It's at the.
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Well, he's not
If
looking at
we
your
cannot
dog.
defeat you as an army, if we cannot defeat you as an army, the crown.
The crown
Keep on
skull
doing
became
that.
the head of the body as the trilobites were reborn as a cape. Wow, that's a wild cape.
Yeah, it's just the way you type this out. It looks like it
Line,
continues on.
Chris.
Go!
Fuck! Sorry, my bad.
We will.
Yes, I saw. We will defeat you as the Fossil King.
Yeah, and after army, that should be a comma, not an exclamation point. Anyway, I don't care to explain who or what this Fossil King was. I don't know or care if it's some hive mind collection of consciousness and souls or whatever. That's all I cared about was that it punched me and Kenji threw Lincoln's face. He
What?
then transformed a pterosaur into a massive bow and arrow. Interesting.
Mm.
Hooray!
We blasted his bow to pieces as one of his arrows took off one of my horns.
Missile punch!
I fired my forearm before it could repair his bow. Unfortunately, he did not need a new bow.
Oh, Chris.
King's tail.
The former tail of the King Rex spun around at high speed. The skeletal tail became a drill and destroyed my fist. So being short one arm, Kenji came up with a plan B.
Ding missiles!
The first, actually normal thing that's been said so far by Kenji. My forearm opened up, and from the triangular folds, dozens of tiny missiles were fired. We aimed specifically for the Fossil King's head. It only roared in annoyance and flew down and kicked me in the chest, and again and again and again. About 500 more times, knocking me further into the ground. Until the ground beneath me collapsed, and we fell into the massive cave system deep below Mount Rushmore. It's actually where Phineas and Ferb did the whole craziness with Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
They capitalized again.
It was big enough that it made me look like the size of a normal human. Inside was a tomb of fossils. Throughout the cave, there were remains of hundreds of dinosaurs and other prehistoric monsters. Terror birds the size of battleships, Gorgonopses the size of passenger jets, humanoids the size of my current form. Okay, so they're just really absurdly large.
Man, how convenient!
kaiju
This is
monsters.
all under Mount Rushmore.
I know. What if this was on the other side of the world? They wouldn't be able to stop it then.
Now Fossil King can use all these other dinosaurs.
And
Oh.
Another
here,
Fossil King line.
Okay. Okay. Here lays before you those damned by God.
the Fossil King said, beginning his monologue. At least he acknowledges it.
Oh,
We
great
are the
monologue.
angry dead. Yeah, shut the fuck up, Marcy. Okay. We are the angry dead, giving no peace through heaven or hell. God deemed us a mistake for no reason. He destroyed us and made you in our place.
My chest was caved in. my Vita heart was damaged. Kenji had several broken bones from the fall, and the prick still kicked us while we were down.
So when the Vita reached us once again, we were elated to get revenge by destroying his precious shield.
The Fossil King shut the hell up when Kenji started laughing. This is so weird, because I feel like the vibe of this story switches so much with how it's, like, the language of it is written.
A bit questionable.
Like, the tone flies around like crazy. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't even get any, like, build up to this whole event. It just happened.
It happens. It's like, yeah, they're gonna fight a big monster dude now. His laugh was amplified by my speakers. It echoed through the tomb and caused the Fossil King to growl in annoyance.
This entire campaign, this entire freaking apocalypse, is because you're a sore loser.
Yeah.
Despite having
Fuck
broken
you.
arms, Kenji grabbed my controls and forced me to stand.
You're a joke.
Honestly, with the abomination dinosaur zombies, I understand why God turned their back on them.
Yeah, if you had
Look
a
at the fucking
freaking
flesh
monster
creatures they
dinosaur,
made.
yeah, no.
The raptors, yeah, that's terrifying.
Mhm.
Fuck off. Josh is really judgy, man.
Fossil King. Again.
I know. You dare.
He threw a punch at me, but Kenji caught it.
Oh, fuck. Is he really? He's one of these moments.
Oh, it's one of those moments.
Yeah, I dare.
As Kenji's heart grew heavy with rage, my heart grew brighter.
I dare to cancel this apocalypse and to send you to hell.
And he's gonna do this really big punch, just gonna go straight through his chest. I'm calling it right now. My entire body glowed. My horned arm blew back. Grew back. Okay. It grew? Wait a minute. How the heck did it grow? He's a
Wait, are these
robot.
Robots grow limbs.
Is this like Evangelion mechas or?
Well,
But you said he was all metal, so how is he growing a
Yeah,
horn
how
in
could
his
he grow
arm?
an arm?
I'll explain.
Healing metal.
Okay, want me to explain now? or
Explain
wait?
now, because...
Explain
yeah.
now.
This-
No,
Okay,
later.
this
later.
is
Damn it,
a
I'm not
okay.
voted.
Wait, or now?
Wait, I actually want to wait.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, we'll explain later. I grew to match the Fossil King in size, but that wasn't all. Oh, he can grow too. Interesting. The remains of the dinosaurs,
Yeah,
the
well.
extinct monsters, were ripped off the walls and sucked in by the vacuum my heart created. Oh, so he just, like, absorbed the other dinosaurs. Yeah, okay, yeah.
So does he have a
Matter.
dinosaur arm now?
Keep reading, you'll
Yeah, he's-
see.
My
Yeah, just a
shoulders
mess
turned
from
into
the
the
Megazord
regal
evolved.
horned heads of the Styracosaurus, the cooler older brother of the Triceratops.
Of course that
The
has to be added in.
devil horned heads of the Carnotaurus became my new
Carnotaurus.
Carnotaurus became my new knees. Their spite covered spikes.
That has to be back.
Their spikes covered spikes. I love when my spikes are covered with spikes. Spike covered
Yeah.
backs became my new leg armor. Stegosaurus spikes sprouted from my forearms, a set of 3 sprouting from the edges of the pyramids, 5 of the long skulls of the Spinosaurus wrapped around me as new waist armor. 3 Mosasaurus heads grew from my chest. Alright, lastly, for my first evolution, a second set of horns grew aside my old ones, cause of course they do.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, and they sprouted and grew as if they were. Oh, what? And grew where ears would be. Oh, where ears would be if it was. Okay. All these mighty beasts reborn in my image, their skeletal frames cast with silver metal. Very intense. Their eye sockets, horns, spikes, and teeth all glowing purple with Vita energy. Intriguing.
Purple.
Another Fossil King.
Yep. Stop it! You're destroying them. Ah,
Violent energy flowed out of him and into me.
you monster.
It flew out of the cave like the coward they were.
Get back here, you rotting bastard.
Wings sprouted
Get
from
first.
my back, cause dramatic stuff. 4 wings made of Vita-born Hardlight. That's some nice made-up stuff right there.
Oh, Hardlight's a thing. It's a sci-fi
Hardlight,
trope.
it is a sci-fi trope. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Vita. Because this entire time I've been thinking of Vita Carnus, the horror ARG.
No. Vita is Latin for life.
That's why I called you the
Uh,
Colonels.
So Lightborn Hardlight?
Yeah. Alright, we
I don't
took to
think
the
nothing would beat a
air and
Colonels.
caught up in time to hammer fist the Fossil King straight to hell. Well, not literally yet. With part of his crown destroyed, he picked himself up from the ground and grabbed one of his ribs. Just one of his ribs was just lying there. Oh, ripped it off, and then the rib turned into a mighty golden battle. What the heck?
Uh-huh.
But Kenji did not back down. This is so random.
Questions.
Shit's just happening.
This is wild. What a ride. Alright.
Apex sights!
From the mouths of my shoulder armor, 2 handles shot out. We grabbed them out and pulled out scythes made from sharpened spines. Each blade as long as my forearm.
Bring it, you extinct piece of crap!
So I just keep on thinking of the meme of like, yes, I want to use a scythe, an impractical form of weaponry.
Is anything about this fucking robot scream practical?
It's like how nunchucks are really stupid because like you would just it's so much better to just use a stick
or a bat
or a bat.
Jackson.
Yeah, both of those would be better than nunchucks.
or
Jackson,
better, a gun.
Well,
Yes.
no, but like I'm saying, if you have a blunt weapon like that, like
Give a
nunchucks
giant
are just a
robot
stick
nunchucks. Good
with
idea.
a chain in
Good
the
idea,
middle.
Dry.
No, don't give a giant robot nunchucks. That's a bad idea.
Okay, whatever. Okay.
Anyway,
My
Sorry,
question
Varsity.
is, since you're allowing them to rip out a rib and turning it into a battle axe, and Phobos is a blood hunter, can he rip out a rib and have some kind of awesome weapon too?
I don't
That's
think
that's
so
not
blood
how
hunters
that
work.
works for blood hunters.
I'm not
It
ripping out
would
a
make him bleed,
rib.
would it not?
I mean, he can use his broken rib as a makeshift dagger if he wants.
Yeah,
That'd be
shit,
cool.
my swordsman.
This person
my
gets a
sword-
battle axe. Why can't Phobos get something good?
Because he's
yeah,
a fucking. He's like an.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Varsity. Oh shit, my sword's been knocked out of my reach. All right.
better grab a rib. Yeah, like better
let's
just
say
yank
40
one of
damage
those
plenty
out
of
there.
ribs.
Like what the
Fine.
heck?
I will end you, accidents of nature.
We caught its axe blade between our 2 blades, and it's giving Clone Wars with Vetris. The struggle of me and the Fossil King smashed our heads together. Kenji opening the cockpit, my scalp peeled away, revealing his blood-stained black. Of course, he's got black emo hair and bruised tan skin. He stared definitely into the Fossil King's eyes. He smiled with a defiant grin that has been burned into my memory.
Sure, we humans may not have claws and strength like you dinosaurs, but we got something you lack. Determination.
I thought it was presentation. Oh wait, no, that's super villains. The Fossil King's burning sockets flickered with confusion.
Determination. What nonsense. We are the superior species. We deserve to rule this world. We also have presentation like good villains.
His tail began to spin at a high speed and went right for Kenji.
Kenji Rex.
The center of the Mosasaurus' head caught the tail, stopping it in its tracks.
We humans earn the right to rule this planet. Through effort and guts!
With one scythe, we knocked the axe from his claws. With the other, we sliced his tail off. In the cockpit resealed, we combined the scythes and the one and threw them. This literally just sounds like every single time Jackson asks us, how do you want to do this when we do D&D?
Right.
This is just, like, and we give him
Yeah,
a description and it doesn't matter what it is, but it somehow turns into something like this. Like, every time.
Yeah.
Draws into an apex boomerang. Please.
Apex Boomerang!
The Fossil King raised his arms and blocked the spinning blade. It dug into them, and the patched together beasts cried out in pain.
Fossil line.
Oh, what are you?
I am Kenji Kayoshi, and this is my Devil Shoten.
We grabbed the severed tail and connected it to my hand. Whoa. In a flash of light, the skeletal tail. I can't talk.
Tail.
Skeletal tail straightened up. It adopted my color. It turned purple. And it became a drill extension of my arm.
Oh.
And I told you already. I'm the guy who's gonna cancel the apocalypse.
With a roar of
Wow.
rage, he overpowered
Nothing
the
of
spinning
apocalypse.
scythe and brushed it away. The heads of the Royal Rex family all opened up and aimed right at us.
We will not let you. We will save our race, no matter the cost. Apocalypse! Hey!
Lightning
Thank you for
What?
thank you for reading this like a Sonic villain.
Lightning crackled from all 3 months when with a
Oh
thunder...
god,
What?
god damn it!
Is it mouths? Oh, it's
Yes.
mouths. Okay, with all 3 mouths, and with a thunderclap, a wave of pure destruction came right at us. But then our drill began to spin, Wetro.
Ultra
It spun fast enough to create gale force winds.
red.
My pure energy wings became pillars of purple flame that propelled us toward the wave of destruction.
Breaker.
Being Kenji carved a path right through the wave and pierced King Rex once again. But as we pierced the body, its head flew away, like the little bitch he was, and his body became a sunrise of explosions. His head yelled at us in fear.
How is it possible for my machine to evolve?
For a machine.
Defies the... Huh?
For a
Oh,
machine.
okay. How is it possible for a machine to evolve? It defies the laws of nature. It
Laws
defies...
of nature.
Yeah, I know, but there was no
I know. I don't know how the fuck I missed that. The fuck,
Hey,
19-year-old me.
Yeah, 19-year-old
Take
you. I
two.
bet they were like Jared, you know, they were like, what up? I'm
Yeah.
Jared, I'm
Were
19,
you
and
hyped
then
up
never
on
fucking learned how to
caffeine
read.
trying to write this?
Yes, actually.
Wow. Makes sense.
Alright, take 3. How is it possible for a machine to evolve? It defies the laws of nature. It defies logic.
Fuck your logic. I have a giant robot.
Makes sense. 3 heads delicious roared alongside Kenji. There were revealed the star-shaped cannons at the back of their throat. There were cannons in there? I slammed my fists together as all 3 mouths glowed with Vita fire.
Apex Sunshine!
Unlike my Vita Sunshine, the Apex Sunshine came out and focused a beam out at each mouth. The 3 beams fused together to become a spiraled ray of purple death. They crossed the streams. Ghostbusters says you aren't supposed to cross the streams. Beams hit the giant, the skull, as he screamed loud enough for the world to hear.
Hold up. I'm gonna screw him.
Oh, you're gonna go for it?
He's gonna go for the. He's gonna scream loud enough. I better hear you from all the way over here. That I hear your voice echoing.
Damn you, humanity!
The beams drilled through it, turning the Fossil King into a shower of golden dust that rained down on the Rushmore Park. My cockpit opened once again, and Kenji stood tall and proud despite his broken bones. He was now 10 years older since the day he stepped into me for the first time. His hair was longer and peppered with gray, and he had sideburns that could take an eye out. He was the stereotypical image of masculinity, and he wore that stereotype proudly. He did not care about stereotypes or other such crap. He taught me to be honest with yourself and to treat others' opinions of you with a grain of salt.
Thank you, Devilo. You helped redeem my family.
Wow. Oh, wait, there's more?
There's more?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're
that
on
was
page
the end.
9 to 39.
We're definitely not getting through all these because I'm at 50. No.
Okay, the 3 men came
When
in and
is
beat
there
Kenji
another
with the
break?
hammer.
Like, is there like a page break?
Yep.
Okay, so at the end of this page. Okay, cool. So
And then 3 men came in
then
and
he
beat Kenji to death with
never
hammers.
piloted me again. I was put back beneath the Rushmore lab, and they tried to study me, but they quickly got frustrated with me and busy with repairing society, so that all they really did was upgrade me by adding a seatbelt to my cockpit. Put a seatbelt on that armchair. But before I knew it, I felt the tremors of explosions once again, and an old man ran into my tomb. At first I thought he was my creator, Dr. Kiyoshi, but he looked more concerned and worried than mad with glee like he usually was. Then I saw his dagger-sharp sideburns and realized it was He broke out into coughing fit as he walked up to my open cockpit As he fell to his knees, a tall, pale woman ran up to him. Her long blonde hair covered her face as she helped Kenji back to his feet.
To play this lady.
Daddy, please.
Yeah.
Oh god.
This is wonderful.
Andrea, I'm the only one who can pilot Devilo. My grandfather made a sensor, so only someone with our DNA can pilot it.
Yo, it's like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
It's like, okay, sorry, I couldn't get the reference. You cut out.
Oh, I said it's like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
Oh, huh?
Yeah, so like in the second movie, it's revealed that the spider that bit Peter was engineered by Peter's dad.
Yeah.
But they made it so that he made it with his own DNA. Like his dad engineered the spider with his own DNA so that it only worked with him or any of his relatives that are like in his direct lineage. So that it wouldn't go into the wrong hands. Not at all expecting anybody to actually get bit by the spider and actually get superpowers from it, and it just happens that his son was that person. Because, you know,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fucking stupid. I'm not gonna lie.
No, and then the whole
Yeah.
reason, the other stupid thing too, is that's how they made Green Goblin in that movie, was because they had Harry get injected with Peter's blood in an attempt to save him from a disease, but it made him get all crazy and, like, turn all goblin-y. It was really stupid. That whole plot was really dumb, and they should have just stuck with Electro.
Anyways, back to
Goblin
this
was like
rant.
Where were we? Oh, he coughed blood into his hand. Despite her disturbing skinniness, she was strong
No.
enough. What? Oh, he coughed
Right
blood
here.
into his hand. Despite her disturbing skinniness, he was strong enough to help him stand.
I'm the only one who can stop them.
You're sick. Let me pilot it.
Kenji's eyes grew wide with panic and grabbed Andrea by the shoulders. He nearly cried as he moved her hair from her eyes. Oh, they were beautiful pools of emerald. There we go.
You're too sick. This thing will kill you.
He broke
No.
out into...
No, this is Kenji's line.
Oh.
Oh.
You're sick too. This thing will kill you.
He broke out into another coughing fit. Andrea gently resting him against the railing. Without saying a word, she placed a letter in his hand.
I know, but the world needs Devilo right now.
Devilo.
Devilo.
She didn't shout it. Her voice was nearly a whisper, but it held a gentle but powerful edge. Andrea wasn't like Kenji. She didn't need to shout to show her power.
You and Erica have an entire future ahead of you. You and her need me. That's why I have to get into it.
Kenji let out a sigh
I know,
before
Kenji-
reaching into... Wait, what?
I know, Kenji looks to be on his deathbed right now.
Oh, I know, I was gonna say, who
For
cares?
real, though.
Kenji let out a sigh before reaching into his coat and pulling out a folded piece of paper.
If you're going out, then take this. You'll need it.
She grabbed it with her dainty fingers.
What is it?
It holds
I
all the
wrote-
cool ass moves that the mech can do.
Yes, this is the written things. Like, you say this stuff, he's gonna do some cool stuff. Like,
Oh, I wrote down all the attack names in case I forgot them.
nice. Yeah.
That's legit what I fucking wrote. Oh my god. I legitly wrote your joke.
Wow. It's like we were just good at predicting things. He had a goofy grin plastered over his face. Yeah, I bet he did.
Yeah. He's only a motherfucker who does this shit would have a grim like that.
My grandpa handed me a similar list when he told me to pilot it, because it makes sense I give you a similar list.
Is it really necessary?
She unfolded
Is
the
it
paper and
necessary?
stared at it at a long list of names.
It's the Kyoshi way!
He coughed blood all over
No.
himself and pointed at me.
Now get in. Now get in and kick the Greek god's ass.
Wait, a Greek gods? Alright, we begin the part of
Wait,
the life
what?
that I'd like to call... And the Saints War. Alright, and that's where we're gonna stop.
Oh, at least read the part name.
The Saints War.
Saints
What
Row?
in the world did we just read?
I know, that was a roller coaster.
That was a trip, man.
And it was a bloodbath, kind of, in a way. Intriguing.
Yes.
Also, there were
Yeah.
some spots that were just kind of like, you said it wasn't going to be a sexual thing.
It wasn't.
I think that's just you, Varsity. I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
this. That's just you.
I mean, I do have
Sorry.
this very funny
That shit.
visual of a mech opening up its face and a couch popping out, but like, and just like,
Yeah, it's This image
Come
relays my
out.
opinion of this story.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you have no idea how that is.
What?
You have
The
no
image I
idea.
just sent.
Oh, let me see.
Let me show you the third part today.
No. We'll get to that when we get to that.
Alright, you sure?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Aye,
So who
aye,
wants an
aye.
so who wants an explanation?
I'll take an explanation.
I think we all
think we all
deserve
do.
one at this point.
So once this whole thing started as part of a final project for my writing class, right after I watched this new anime that came out that year, Devilman Crybaby. For those who don't know, it's one of the works by Go Nagai. He's this very famous Japanese manga author.
Oh.
He, along with Devilman, which is one of his tentpole series, he also wrote Cutie Honey, which is what inspired Modern Magical Girls.
Oh.
And he also wrote Mazinger Z, which is the first mech that was the actual piloted mech. Because before that, like there were giant robot manga and anime and whatnot, but they were all controlled like remotely by wristwatches, by voice commands. No, the Mazinger Z was the first robot that was actually piloted by a person in the robot.
Oh.
And then that led me down a rabbit hole of reading and watching Mazinger Z, then Getter Robo, which is kind of made as a Mazinger Z spin-off by a good friend of Go Nagai, Ken Ishikawa. And Getter Robo was actually the first combiner robot, because once upon a time that was an original idea. And that led me down this whole rabbit hole of, well, discovering super robots, this whole subgenre of the mech genre where who here has watched Gurren Lagann?
Nope.
Or what?
Really? No
I don't
Gurren
know what
Lagann?
you're
Dude,
talking about.
again, none of us are that into Gundam or Mecha.
Okay, so Gundam is the real robot genre. That's more down to earth, more like military usage. They're more like, tools of war, like a car, like a Humvee
So
or a
not
tank.
this?
No, these are super robots. These are robots that are basically superheroes and can do all kinds of
This
wacky
is like
ass
Power
shit.
Rangers stuff.
Yeah, I guess I guess you count Power Rangers super robot too.
Go go Power Rangers!
Because most of them aren't like government people. There's like 2 that are like actually like government workers, like 2 series. The
Yeah.
rest of them are just random people. Like,
Yeah. No, I definitely say Super Sentai and Power Rangers is definitely super robot. I mean, speaking of which, Super Sentai and therefore Power Rangers has a robot because Spider-Man had a robot.
yeah, I know. I've had the Spider-Man robot. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Spider-Man had a robot?
Yeah, so there was this, like, there in the 70s, there was a Japanese TV show that had Spider-Man in it, and in it he had essentially a Megazord. Or I think I cut
Cutting
out
out.
there. Yeah, he had
Yeah.
a Megazord in the TV show.
Leopardon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Leopardon, yeah.
Yes, and that was like, and because that show did so well, they're like, only the first 2 Super Sentais that happened before that, and like, wow, this show made a shit ton of money, especially the robot toys. Maybe we should put robots in the Super Sentai show so people will buy that, and then eventually you get the first Megazord.
Yep.
Yep.
So Mighty Morphin Power Rangers wasn't even the first season of Super
Yeah.
Sentai?
No, it was an adaptation of the original Sentai Zoo Ranger.
Interesting. So it wasn't like the first season of Sentai. It was like a later season
That
when
was
they had
like-
the Megazords.
Yeah, that was like the 15th or like 20th season.
Huh. Intriguing.
Yes. That was the first season though to have the whole 6th Ranger thing.
Oh yeah, when they had the Green Ranger and stuff.
Yes. And then that became Sentai. That became a Sentai trope because it also made a shit ton of money.
Yup.
But
Go,
basically,
go, Power
this
Rangers.
whole thing was basically just me wanting to make basically. So the narrator, who can guess who the narrator is?
The robot.
Yes. And both Getter Robo and Mazinger said, both the respective robots have this level of sentience. Like they don't just straight up talk, but sometimes they'll have a moment of sentience where they save the pilot, etc. And this
Oh.
implies eventually they grow. Like I'll have to go down this whole fucking rabbit hole about the Getter Emperor and how it's a Lovecraftian god that evolved alongside humans and chose humans because we were violent and ever growing. Is this whole fucking thing?
I see.
Like the
I
Getter
do not have time for this story.
Yeah, we don't. We should probably end this video soon.
Yes, but the whole
Yeah.
dinosaur things, those were basically a little homage to two of the main villains, to the first main villains of Mazir Zed and Gutterobo. In Gutterobo, it was the Dinosaur Empire, which were like
Oh.
living dinosaur people who made dinosaur mechas.
I see.
And then the metal beast. The reason the creatures were metal is because Vita energy brought them back to life, but they were fossils, they were rocks. They restored somewhat, but they needed more to bring them back, hence them pulling like the metals from the earth to restore their bodies more. Hence to a bunch of them having like metal skeletons, metal beaks, metal claws, etc.
Oh.
Yes.
This is insane.
Yes. Also, I had to cut this part because this was originally 50 pages. And I
Oh
could have
my
done the
God.
39 for my class. The Fossil King is Adam.
Oh,
Wait, what?
intriguing.
At least that was one of my ideas. I can remember actually.
Wait,
like,
did you see the Fossil King's Adam?
Yes, that Adam.
Wow.
Yes, the Garden of Eden had dinosaurs and giant humans, and God was like, nope, let's start over and wipe that shit out.
Well,
I get
the giant humans were after the Garden of Eden, but anyway, yeah. So that was interesting. Will we do more of it? Maybe. Maybe we'll do something else. I don't know, but we
Maybe
might
we'll
come
go
back
back
to
to
this
Pizza Hut.
one.
I will tempt you.
You will tempt us.
Hey, I'd rather go get pizza.
The third part has a trip through hell, ending with a battle with the devil himself.
Intriguing.
I called dibs on the devil.
Okay.
Deal.
All right. Well, so I hope you guys enjoyed whatever the heck that was. If you guys made it all the way through, you're crazy. But that probably means that you would like more of our videos. So in that case, like this one, subscribe. Maybe you'll have more. What?
Just what's going on in chat right now.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna look at chat now. What is going on? Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, I will hopefully see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
See you next time.